Hey guys, Grass here. Playing a little bit of Path of Exile this holiday period, and in particular, I've been playing the events or the races, which have been fantastic. I'm not really that good at this game, but the races have been fantastic. So as you can see, is you go to the Path of Exile site, click on events, and it will show you a calendar of events. So this calendar kind of shows you what's available and at what particular time it is on. So I'm looking at this particular race that's going to be on in about 20 minutes or so, I believe. And so I just click on the event, and it will show me that there's 16 minutes to go. The current players that have actually created an account to log into the game, you can see that there's 16 minutes to go and the event finishes in 2 hours time, but the event is a 90-minute one because obviously I'm like 15 minutes ahead and so on. It's a hardcore race, and if you scroll down you look at what rewards and what not. So this is a fantastic way of playing, or a different kind of end game for a game such as Path of Exile, and I think they do it really well, and it's just fantastic in this kind of sense. One also element that you need to see is that when you do a seasonal event, there's rewards. So the more points you get, the better the rewards you get. So it is also rewarding to play these events. So let's go into Path of Exile and actually see how this looks. So when you log on, what you'll have is this little event section down here, and it'll tell you when things are on. And for me to join, there's 18 minutes left, but I know that because I've logged in earlier, that hasn't refreshed. So I'm going to click join. I'm going to choose Marauder, even though Marauder is not probably the best class for racing that I've seen, or I'm just literally that bad. And all you do is just create a name, and you will wait for the timer. So I'm just going to create a generic name. You might as well put rogue. Maybe I put party, and then I click OK. It will warn you that this is hardcore. If you're not familiar what hardcore is, hardcore basically means is if you die, you lose your character. But with Path of Exile, you get moved to the standard league. So it's not as bad as other hardcore games where you completely lose everything. Again, when you're looking at a race, there's specific perks to the race, and as you can see, I can't move. I'm clicking around and so on like that, and I just have to wait for the actual time, and it will prompt you again. And if I go check over here, it'll show me the time. And I kind of use this as a guide on my second screen to kind of look at the time and what's happening. But you also get a prompt on the chat section. Probably one of the most important things that you need to know is /OOS or OOS, which is out of sync. So that kind of, when you're having a desync or latency, it kind of refreshes everything to get back into sync. It's absolutely crucial because some of these races you do kind of desync, which is probably the only negative aspect of these races. The good thing about it is some of these races you get to actually keep your character. So if your character dies, it will go to standard league. Otherwise, if your character actually survives and you don't die, it'll go into the hardcore league. So you don't actually lose the progress. But in other races, you do lose everything. But again, the races is all about kind of testing how far you can get. And I'm just going to go finally with one more thing. I'm not that good at these races. You can kind of see with my results. Let's get this a little bit full screen, and I'm going to put in the top 20. I've done about 10 races or so. Obviously I've done more, and I've got 69 points. So I've got this item and this item so far. But if you actually look at it, I haven't done that well. Like, I've reached at least level 11, which is not that good. But the consistency, if you play more, the higher you get. And so far I'm ranked 135, and that's not not because I'm really good. It's just because I've probably did a few of these races and kind of experienced, different feelings of their style and so on. The favorite race that I liked is the one with Exile. There was a lot of desync. What the Exile one was basically exiles everywhere in a map. So you could get in one area about 10 exiles, and it's absolutely insane. It's fun. It's very hard with a kind of non-ranged character that I found, and I died a few times. And I did get a lot of desync, and I think that's partly because there's so many people playing this type of race. So if you haven't done it, get Path of Exile. It's free. Have fun, play a bit of these races. It kind of gets you the understanding of Path of Exile and that kind of aspect of disposable characters and so on like that, and a little bit of extra fun. So this holiday period, if you can play a few of the races, good on, and give it a go, and you can get some of these rewards over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually make it to 1,000 points. But I am definitely trying to get 100, and at the moment I'm 69. So thanks guys for watching, and do those races on Path of Exiles. Thank you. See you later.